What are you saying?
I say he'll flip you.
He'll what?
Flip you. Flip you for real.
Hey everybody, let's try and do a quick flip of this book. This is one of my portfolios. Here we go. So, this is a very special cover to me, What If 32. I loved two What If stories very much as a child. This one and the What If 27, What If Phoenix Had Lived. I lost out on this one on eBay, and then a few years later it came up on Heritage, so I went crazy at it, but, you know, you only live once. Beautiful cover by Bob Layton. Just love this one, the Korvac Saga. And here's the other What If story I loved. This is the page one splash. Doesn't have the stats anymore, but this is What If Phoenix Had Lived by Jerry Bingham, and page two, which has the retelling of the Phoenix story. From the beginning all the way through the Phoenix with the same words and all, up to the Dark Phoenix. But thank you very much to Dino for both of these. Here's a couple of Rob Liefeld splashes. Crazy story how I got these. They were sitting in a collection since 1993. And I guess they both came to me. So this is the back cover of Wolverine 8, the famous Mr. Fix-It issue, with the Hulk and Wolverine on the front cover. This is the back cover. And this is a pinup from the back of New Mutants Annual 5, which is the first issue of New Mutants that Rob Liefeld ever worked on. In fact, he confirmed on Facebook this is the first time he ever drew the team together. So pretty cool to have that. Here's some Captain America by Mike Zeck. Here's the 270 cover by Zeck and Beatty. Beatty did a beautiful job inking this. It's just gorgeous. Still not sure if this zipatone kind of turned or it was always supposed to be different color zipatones, but who knows. And this is a great page I picked up at Heroes Con last year. Another Zeck cap page, not from the same issue, but 277 this time. Just gorgeous. The framing, the centering, beautiful page. Here's some of my favorite 90s covers. Very couldn't be more different, but this is of course by Angel Medina, the Warlock and Infinity Watch 1 cover. Which 90s kid didn't see this cover everywhere growing up? And this is a What If No One Was Watching The Watcher, which is kind of like a humor special they did. It's John Romita Sr. drew this cover. I remember fondly reading this with my father, so it means a lot to me. Here's a couple of Galactus pages. This one I bought recently at auction. This was a John Buscema page from Judgment Day. I have the last page with the big Silver Surfer splash on my wall, so that can't be in this video, but that one just has Surfer. This has Galactus, Nova, Mephisto, which pretty much makes up the whole cast of the story, those four characters. Beautiful, beautiful page. And here's a John Byrne Galactus page from Darkseid vs. Galactus. Darkseid, Darkseid. It's super detailed. I never read this book, this story, but I saw this and just mesmerizing. Here's a couple of random splashes from back before my time. This is a Jim Starlin and Rudy Nebris Doctor Strange splash. Pretty cool. And here's a Joe Sinnott and Bill Sienkiewicz Fantastic Four splash. Although it's probably more Joe Sinnott than Bill Sienkiewicz. But pretty old-timey looking. Here's a couple of pages that make people go ooh. This is a Jim Lee X-Men page. This is the title splash to X-Men number 3. I got this not too long ago. It takes the X-Men and combines it with my true love, which is cosmic stuff, space stuff, and you have all the space in the background and spaceship and so on and so forth. So it's a beautiful page. And this I got recently from Scott Wingo. He did a nice trade with me. And I got this McFarlane page. I never thought I'd own a McFarlane page. It's got Spider-Man, of course, messing with Wolverine, and I think this has happened more than once. This isn't the only page. I've seen a bunch of pages where Wolverine puts up a claw on either side of the person's face, and the third claw goes up just about halfway, and he makes his threat. But yeah, I'm happy to own a McFarlane page. Here's a couple more Spidey pages. This is a Gil Kane, John Romita page. Of course, this is the famous cover to Amazing Spider-Man 39, which is the first ever Romita issue. This panel recreates that. Interesting thing about this, if you look at my calf, if you blow up the image, you know, Gil Kane did the pencils, but if you blow it up, you'll see that John Romita didn't exactly copy all the pencils. There's a lot of pencils in very different places that Romita just ignored. I guess Mr. Romita figured, I know how to do this. I don't have to follow your pencils. So a lot of this is Kane, a lot of it's Romita, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful page. And this is a J.R. Jr. page. I loved John Romita Jr.'s style back before he changed. And this was his style. I guess he was trying to copy his father, but I thought it was beautiful. And this is a beautiful Spider-Man page. Here's another Spider-Man page, but the only Spider-Man on it is the name Spider-Man. But it's a famous scene. Here lies Spider-Man slain by the Hunter by Mike Zeck. So it's a great page. I traded for this not so long ago. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to put this one on my wall. Here's a random page, the Keith Pollard Thor page, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, all these different Mephistos. We call that Mephistis? I don't know. But Thor throws his hammer and it makes its way through all of them until it hits the real one. Pretty cool page. See, here's some George Perez from Infinity Gauntlet #1. This is the page before the snap. Had this for a little while. Kind of went crazy on this one also, but you know, sometimes you see one panel and the heart wants what it wants. This I just got. Let's see if I can take this out and stay within the camera frame without hitting the pedestal that my camera's on. All right, there we go. I'm just not gonna be able to put that in until after the video, but this is a pretty cool DPS I just picked up. I mean, come on. This is special, right? This is crazy. Again, my true love, space. Maybe I should have been an astronaut. I'm not smart enough, but yeah, Thanos' tribute to death. Death with the pretty face on, death with the death face on. Just a beautiful page, beautiful DPS. I'm looking forward to framing that with a different DPS I already have on my wall. Here's some more Thanos. This is Ron Lim Thanos, and I actually saw someone walking around with a t-shirt. Had these two panels on it, and I never knew it was made into a t-shirt before, but this is my favorite panel, so I don't know why that one didn't make the shirt. But there's Iron Man's head. Not just his mask, but I think his head was bouncing around. This is the first ever panel appearance of the Grandmaster. This is Sal Buscema, switching over from Ron Lim, but staying within the cosmic frame. Sal Buscema, King the Conqueror, Avenger 69. Pretty cool. Even got a little Captain America on there, but Grandmaster. When mortals meet me, they call me the Grandmaster. When we part, they call me Sorrow. I mean, how cool is that? For the first time he ever appeared in any Marvel story, those are his opening words ever. Pretty crazy. I love the cosmic stuff. Keeping with the cosmic theme, this time Jim Starlin. This was my first Starlin page over here. Still maybe my favorite. I just love the three main characters, Thanos and Death, and Drax the Destroyer. The old Drax, the way he used to look. And Death almost looks like a Jawa from Star Wars, but just a beautiful page. And this is a title splash to Captain Marvel #27, and that's Rick Jones. And just, you know, it's not just Jim Starlin. Pablo Marcos' inks on this is just gorgeous. And here's two more Starlins, and these are consecutive pages. And over here you have Captain Marvel doing the Zohan kick, knocking the cosmic cube out of Thanos' hand. Thanos going running for it. It's pretty crazy. And then now deal with Captain Marvel. So pretty cool. Full splash, made up of a few different images. But yeah, this is the creation of the Marvel Universe, at least the cosmic side of it. Jim Starlin made that all by himself. Here's just some random 90s covers that I picked up when I started collecting before I was lucky enough to get into some of the older stuff. So here's a Dave Hoover Captain America cover. Here's a Gary Copiz Punisher cover. This was a gift to me. Thank you, Khalil. A Secret Santa gift. Pretty crazy gift, right? Ron Lim Thanos. This is Ron Lim Surfer, but it was then inked by Gary Martin. Here's another Warlock and Infinity Watch cover, but this one's not #1. This one's Gamora kicking ass in fishnets. Solo 1, page 1. Another pickup from Heroes Con last year. These are a couple of recent pickups right here. Joe Jusko just redid the 1992 set with a Kickstarter. So I got the Thanos and the Iceman, and working on more. Here's some What The pages, just some silly stuff. This is what if Spider-Man had not been bitten by the spider, and the answer is nothing happens. And over here is some sort of funny Galactus Silver Surfer story. Nothing so crazy, but pretty goofy looking stuff. Here's a couple of commissions by JR. I didn't commission these, I bought them after the fact. Ramona Freighton. And finally a Hollow Knight commission I did have done. Sorry, it's sideways, but I can't really move this thing now. But by Aranga, who's amazing. And before we close this up and say goodbye, I'll show you one more page that couldn't really fit in the album. It's large art. This is from Daredevil 16. This is the first time John Romita Sr. ever drew Spider-Man, large art. This was his tryout issue for Spider-Man. This was 3 months before ASM 39. In fact, that might be the first ever thwip. I think I looked it up. I think it is the first ever John Romita Sr. thwip. So thwip. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this this portfolio. Next time we'll do another one.